Howdy do. Welcome to the Busted Knees and Pretty Trees podcast. We've just wrapped up our pre-show hydration, calisthenics, and team building trust falls. The Busted Knees squad is feeling youthful, limber, and rock solid. What kind of rock solid, you ask? Metamorphic. We use a lot of heat and pressure to put this pod together. We are also very dense. I'm your rock brain co-host, Travis White, and it's time to strap those pod packing packs back on. We have a fresh trail to blaze and new things to learn. To lead the way, we've brought a special guest with us. It takes a lot of good folks laying down elbow grease to help build and maintain the protected lands across our great country. We've been lucky enough to have some of those passionate folks from great organizations such as the Nature Conservancy and the Indiana Audubon, both right here in the Hoosier State. Much of that work is done by humble volunteers just looking to do their part. Makes me want to head out and get to work digging holes or spying on woodland creatures. Maybe you don't like digging dirt or spying. That's okay, because there are plenty of other avenues that you might find more appealing when offering your time and energy to conservation. How do we sign up? Well, today, our guest, who is graciously volunteering her time once again, is here to educate us on what we can do individually to help keep our parks and wild yonders as nice and natural as can be. She's got the trail cred, and we can't wait to hear about where she's been and what projects she's helped to advance. The guys and I are pumped for this one. But before we get into it, Walter is heading this way with some nature news, so let's get everybody in here. You may have heard the impact when he crashed back down to reality following his embarrassing loss to me at Jeopardy during our first guest appearance over there on the Cultured Dudes podcast. Spoiler alert. Bradley Greer, everybody.
If you didn't hear it, it never happened.
Okay. It's coming out, though.
Okay. Okay.
All right, this next fella also lost, but he embarrassed himself by forgetting his favorite movie of all time after receiving many generous clues.
Many.
Patty Richardson.
I think it was the stress, guys. I don't know.
Many generous.
Yeah,
It took a truffle shuffle
The Goonies.
reference.
The Goonies.
Yeah, I'm not good at movie trivia. I found that out last night, like in a hardcore slap in the face kind of way.
You just freeze up.
It was all the stress. I look over and you guys are staring at me, just laser beaming eyes with me, and then Justin's trying to say things, but it's in his voice and it's not in any character's voice, you know? It's just got me. Fuck it. I can't help it.
Well, and I thought 80s,
Fuck last
90s
night.
movie trivia was going to be your wheelhouse. I thought for sure.
Spoiler again. If those questions are fucking hard.
Yeah, they were very hard.
So, I don't know. That was awesome, though.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking about that later. But let's get to today's guest. She has a prolific volunteer record in one of our favorite subjects, conservation. Among much more, her service to Mother Nature includes turtle trapping, toad tallying, monarch monitoring, and aphid analysis. She has also completed the Indiana DNR Master Naturalist course, which has piqued my interest.
Very much so.
Please welcome Alyssa Augustyniak.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Was I close?
Close. You're close.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello.
Super pumped.
People will understand my
Yes.
tongue-tied
That's okay.
nature with that, because, oh boy, what a last name. Thank you so much for coming on the show to talk to us about what it's like, as Patrick said, boots on the ground
Yeah.
in the effort for conservation.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I've known Alyssa for probably 2 or close to 3 decades at this point, and she's just a fun person to have around. So to have her down in the studio and the things that she does, she works on, she volunteers with, it is just going to be a joy of an evening.
Yeah, just that little list in the intro there.
Yeah.
Each one I have many questions.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about all of them.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Stu.
Boom. The News Panther is there. Dude, Walt, Brad, everyone, just come on and lay it in, dude.
What do you got, dude?
This week, it's a call to arms for all travelers going to Smoky Mountains National Park.
Done.
Okay.
An invasive species of an arachnid known as the Joro spider. I think it's Joro, Joro.
Sounds right. Or
Jodo.
spells right.
Yeah,
Where's the origin of the word, please?
East Asia. Well, that's the English version of the word too, though. So
You're
Well-
killing me.
either way, the Joro spider is now in Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and the NPS is asking for the public's help in tracking its expansion. So this
Tracking
isn't a search and destroy
Okay.
mission like the spotted lanternfly. This is just to observe, and report.
Joro spider. I
Yeah.
will not be observing and reporting on that spider.
Researchers at the University of Tennessee are helping the NPS track this spider to try to determine just how far the expansion has gone. Because they first discovered it in the Smoky Mountains in October of 24 last year. And so now they're just wanting to get a handle on how much it's actually expanding. The spider hails from East Asia, like I said, and it is very, very recognizable. It's very large, has a yellow abdomen with green stripes on it. Its body size for females is up to an inch,
Oh.
and the
That's
legs
body
can spread
size?
out to 4 inches.
Oh my
That's
Lord.
Its web can reach widths of up to 10 feet,
Nice.
and they're normally human head height.
Just what we need. Just what the trail needs. More
Yeah.
spider webs.
What's kind of cool too is their web has a distinctive gold hue to it. So like it's a golden web. Good news is, they do also have banded legs, like yellow bands on their legs. And it's just like it is very distinctive.
Is this a problematic
Yeah, is it venomous?
creature?
Poisonous?
Venomous.
No, that is
Venomous.
the good thing. They rarely bite, but even when they do, it doesn't hurt humans. Like it won't. I mean, it'll probably hurt a little bit.
Shit, yeah.
So it's just more annoying because they mainly make their webs in the same places that humans like are hiking. So you probably will run into their. Well, I mean, hopefully not. They're not that.
I feel like I run into every single spider web on trail. Like it doesn't matter. I'm just getting it. You know?
I leave the house in the morning for work and I walk through a spider web.
Yeah.
Like every morning.
It's orb weaver time right now.
Yeah,
they're,
it
all,
is.
they're all over the place. And
They're awesome.
So at
Those
the point, I
spiders
don't even
mind.
care. I just keep walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was first noticed in the U.S. in the 2010s, so it hasn't been
Oh.
here very long. And there's a Japanese folklore about the spider. It's a legendary spider that can transform into a beautiful woman who can breathe fire and control other spiders.
Whoa.
She
Sounds terrifying.
seeks men to seduce, whom she then binds in her silk and devours.
I love that. I love that.
Isn't
for
that
her.
awesome?
That's great.
That's awesome.
That is really cool.
But the
Yeah.
spider isn't harmful to humans?
No.
And it has that.
Other than males.
Yeah. Right now, they don't know what kind of impact the spider will have on the larger ecosystem, but it's obviously going to be some kind of concern because it's going to disrupt things to an extent. It does have a higher metabolism, so it can survive in colder weather, meaning it can just keep moving further and further north. Because at first, it's like South Carolina, Georgia is where it was first discovered. And so it's kind of just spreading out from there.
So it can handle the winter?
Yeah.
Oh.
They assume it can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So here is what the National Park Service is asking to do. If you're in Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and I imagine anywhere in that area, because they ask you to take a picture and upload it to the iNaturalist app,
Oh, yeah.
which is
okay.
a great app. If you don't have that app, you
Yeah.
should check it out, and that'll help them track and identify where it's at and how many, and they may even go out and verify. I'm not sure. Yeah, right now it's just they don't know what it's going to be. If it's going to be destructive to any other species. They're just kind of getting a handle on first, like how many are there and how fast is it spreading.
Yeah.
Man, I hope they discover that it's spreading really, really slow or like on the downturn. Spiders are terrifying to me.
Here we go. Here's a picture of it.
There it is.
Whoa.
That is whoa.
Yeah, look up a picture of it at home if you can, if you're not driving right now.
That's like
And we'll post a story on Blue Sky for
That's
anybody that follows us there.
a Tim Burton sculpture.
Yeah, it is. The colors.
It is. You're
Yeah,
right.
it totally looks like something out of Tim Burton.
Yeah, the colors are wild on it. Like the yellow is super bright. Yeah.
That
and
looks.
that looks like a dense web. I would not want to put my face through that.
No, that is a very dense web, and right at face level.
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh,
way
Yeah.
too big to be walking
that's
into.
nightmare fuel for me.
You would feel that one on you.
Oh,
And you can kind of see the golden hue on the web too in the photo. I think, at least on my laptop screen, I can.
And you won't find any rest in the wintertime now.
nope,
Yeah.
Building webs
just coming.
still.
Ugh,
Cold as hell out.
grody, dude.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
That was a great story, B-Rad.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Pretty
That's
interesting.
disgusting.
At first, I was thinking, oh, here we go. Another invasive species destroying everything.
Yeah.
Story. But that turn where you took where they're not like crazy too concerned yet, or they just want to study it to see how it's affecting the environment and how it's surviving.
I bet that's going to be like one big snack, though. Like for animals, birds, bats, things like that that eat
Squirrels.
spiders, being 5 inches around.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it,
Well, I
dude.
didn't say too, it's kind of funny. The males are like 1/4 inch to 0.35 inches. So the males are a lot smaller
A lot
guys?
smaller.
than the females.
Are they more venomous?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, thank God.
It
Probably
doesn't
just a
say.
snack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're not any venomous to us, right?
Yeah. Well, it's if it is, it doesn't affect us.
I'm just being sure. He said it.
Okay.
I know that. I've heard you, but
Well,
I'm just being sure.
I will say this story. I first saw this story on AOL.com. So, but then I verified it on back.
AOL.com.
Yeah, right.
That was a
Isn't
thing.
that
What?
crazy?
I thought you were. Wait, I thought you meant you saw this story 14 years ago. You just remembered it.
AOL.com's the only one running this
Yeah, right.
news right now.
And yeah, like I think I have the link in here somewhere. One of them says
Oh,
AOL.com.
that's so funny.
That's the link I'm going to post on Blue Sky. Is the AOL one.
How
That's
many
awesome.
pop-ups did you have to get through to see
Well,
the story?
What's weird is when I did end up Googling, just because I usually try to find a couple different stories.
Yeah.
And so like I Googled Joro Spider, Smoky Mountains National Park, and there was only like one other. It was like Backpacker magazine, which they run a lot of stories like this.
Oh, curious.
And that was like the only other place. They all reported the first discovery in Smoky Mountain a year ago, but there's no updates to like upload a picture to iNaturalist.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Pretty cool.
Well,
Quite cool.
we've got a
Right.
lady to get to
Yeah.
interview, to have some fun with tonight.
I think she goes in the woods and looks for spiders.
Ugh.
So she might be able to tell us what it.
That's going to be
What
my
that's
first
like.
question. Do you look for spiders?
I'm always looking for spiders.
Do you have any on you right now?
Yeah. All right, let's get going.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right.
Alyssa, Augie. I'm going to say that from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, and I would like to mention that her last name was spelled wrong in the show notes, and that's why I had such a difficult problem.
That was my fault.
Okay. Thank you for.
I'll admit that. That was my fault. My bad.
I appreciate that.
Me bad, Augie. I'm not even going to try it then.
It's all right. It's been my whole life, so it's fine.
All right. So when we have a new guest on, we always just like to ask them our basic question of, okay, you're doing all this conservation stuff out, and you're getting outdoors and you're boots on the ground, and you obviously must love it because you've done so much of it. But before all of that, like, what was the thing that got you out there and kept you coming back, and then eventually making you decide, I want to be somebody that takes care of this?
Originally, I think growing up in the country, I lived on quite a bit of property. I think we had like 40 acres of land. And when I moved to the city, I kind of didn't get to just go out whenever I wanted. Like I
Mhm.
couldn't just be like, oh, I need to go outside and just walk into my backyard. And so then I started looking for that. And my mom and I both took the Master Naturalist program through the DNR and just kind of learned about everything around and learned all the different opportunities we could do to get outside and help more. And ever since then, I just want to do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something cool about going out and contributing to data, particularly. I've realized I really like the data collecting part of it. Just like actually contributing and helping different organizations in collecting this data that, they might not have the resources or the people to do it. So that's why it's important to go and volunteer because, they might only have a staff of like 4 people and the volunteers are the ones out there doing it.
Yeah, I was amazed. We just had Whitney on, and they said that she said her staff was five people.
Yeah,
so
4
I
or
just
5
thought
people.
that was insane because like you're at Eagle Marsh often,
Yeah,
I
that's
presume.
the most of the time that I
Yeah.
volunteer is Eagle Marsh.
And there's 4 people that are staffed there.
Around there, I think. I'm not exactly sure the amount, but it's definitely under 6.
Man, so you just think
And that's
about
here in Fort
all
Wayne.
of the land. Yeah. And if you think about all the land that they take care of and how nice it is to go out there and see it, and it's just so pristine
Yeah.
and so it's got to be all volunteer driven. It's got to be all
Right.
Alyssa driven,
Yeah.
So you went out for your Master Naturalist?
Yeah, the DNR has a program for Indiana. I think they have them per state too, because I was out at the marsh and there was a guy from Ohio that had one as well. But it's
Is there a badge you get?
I have a name tag with my name
nice.
on it.
That says Master Naturalist?
Yeah, it has my name on it, and
Whoa.
I can wear my name tag out and
Where do I
about.
sign up?
Sweet.
Use that name tag.
But I think you also get a pin when you finish too. I took forever to do the volunteer hours, and then once I had my work schedule changed, I ended up being like, well, I need to do something with some of my time.
Can you explain a little bit about like what that is and then what it takes?
Yeah, can't remember how long it goes for, but it's a class. You just pay a fee, and each week is about something different. Indiana, whether it's geological, whether it's mammals. There's like a reptile mammal class. There's also a day you go out and you do wildflowers, or they had like a person that did edible foraging, I think, that was there showing us
Nice.
around too.
That's pretty sweet.
Really
They would
sweet.
meet with the local tribe too, and you get to hear about what the natives used to do around the area.
I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided.
The bird one too, you go out and you have like a little checklist you're supposed to try to find, which was kind of
nice.
fun.
That'll be
Hell yeah.
easy.
But yeah, you guys would probably excel at that one.
Hell yeah.
All of us just signed up.
I discovered I have a hard time with birds. I love them, but I'm always looking at the ground or like eye level because I'm looking for like the insects and
Yeah,
the
you're looking for all
frogs
the
and the
other stuff.
bugs.
Yeah.
But
I get that. And it becomes your niche, like you were saying earlier off air that you were really getting into the monarch caterpillar.
yeah,
And-
I love them guys.
And it's just fun that like where Brad gets into this, he goes into birding and you're doing your part, but you're looking down and specifically now at caterpillars. I imagine that until you find your next favorite thing, that this could be the thing that you're going to be like Monarch Alyssa or something like that.
Well, before it was fungus. So like when I'm out in the woods, I'm always looking for fungus, but in like bugs. But now that it's on the marsh, everything is different there. So it's like total different ecosystem. So I'm seeing all these frogs and all the different kinds of bugs everywhere.
There's probably so much more when you look down.
Is there a fungus
There
course?
is.
DNR?
No, there is not, unfortunately. I would have
Dang.
1000% taken
I
that one.
would have stopped the podcast and signed up.
Yeah, I
Right,
looked even
then.
around for like there's not like mycology degrees or any of that stuff. I was like, just give me something where I could just go learn more about fungus. That's
Probably
what
a Facebook group. We could Fort Wayne Fungus Club.
there is an iNaturalist one though with citizen science program where you can just take pictures of fungus in your area. So
There's
yes.
always fungus among us.
He nailed
you're,
it, Brad.
you're pretty
He
fun guy.
nailed it.
Oh, nice. Woo. All right. So you said that your first kind of initiation into this realm was you went and got this naturalist badge certification, right? Is it certification?
It's a course.
Okay.
Yeah. And in the end, like, I guess sometimes it helps with other volunteering. So with like Fox Island, they have school groups and stuff where they people take them on tours, or they explain to the kids, or there's adult ones or elderly ones as well, where you tour around the park and things like that. And the people who take that, I feel like, are a little more, knowledgeable there on that kind of stuff.
So I guess what I'm leading to, though, is that what you would consider what inspired you to first get into it? Like, what was the that was the moment?
I would say because, well, at the end of it, you have to do 25 hours of volunteering.
Oh.
So you have to find some volunteering, and it has to be nature related. But I did volunteer prior to that at Soarin' Hawk as well, which was, more animal related.
Did you do that with Logan?
No. No, I did it it was quite a while ago before they moved spaces. They are in a whole new location now, which, by the way, is amazing. If you ever want to work with raptor birds, it's freaking sweet.
Soarin' Hawk. Also a sweet name.
Brad, you probably already have your 25 hours in. You just show them
not officially logged, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't have any official log books, though.
You don't yet?
Well, not a volunteer.
Oh. I wonder if you could turn in your bird list, your bird count, and be like, this is the birds in your area.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're welcome.
I found these. And he just slams a huge stack of photos.
You're welcome.
On his desk.
And then turns around, walks out, and everybody's like, who was that?
So you start clapping.
I mean, there is Fox Island and both Eagle Marsh on their volunteering page said you could do photography stuff for them. So
Get out of town.
Get out.
Here's your sign.
Yeah, like the Indiana
artwork.
I'm not sure. I can't remember about the art part, but I do know that they do photography stuff.
I've seen the Eagle Marsh photography one.
Yeah.
They're not doing art. That might be my mission.
Yeah. That'd be cool,
Start
dude.
that program.
National parks do. They always get artists in there.
Yeah, you need them
for adverts.
Pictures don't do it justice.
You could draw a picture of me taking photos.
Jesus, Brad. Good Lord.
Like from the front of you? You can't even see what you're taking a picture of.
Oh, yeah.
The ego on this one.
That's funny, because in my mind, I pictured you'd be drawing the bird that I'm taking a picture of, too.
He's wearing a cutoff while he's taking pictures.
I feel like that needs to be art in here.
Good Lord. Man, Brad, the ego on you, dude. It never stops amazing me.
I'm surprised we all fit in this room, to be honest.
Yeah, no kidding, with all these big ass egos. So Travis went over some of your the things that your projects that you volunteered for. But I guess I'm curious, is there any one of those projects or anything like that kind of sticks out? Is that what was, maybe it was the monarchs, I guess, or the caterpillars?
I love the monarchs. The turtle trapping was just really cool.
Explain.
Okay, so there is a student from Purdue who runs it, and they ask for volunteers. We have to go out and put traps out in the ponds. I don't remember how many ponds are out there, but each pond has a certain trap, and it has to be checked the next day. And we'll go out in waders and pull them out, and then we have to document them. So we're taking their shell measurements from the top and the bottom.
Where's this at?
Eagle Marsh.
Oh, okay.
And they do this every year, so it's like a 2-week time span.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be 4 hours, and then there's a second shift. But the day I went, they had actually canceled all the second shift once because they weren't catching a lot of turtles. And then the day I went, we had 42 turtles in our first pond, and so we were out there for 9 hours.
How did you catch them?
So it's this net thing that sticks up above the water a little bit, and they put a can of sardines in there with
Oh, nice.
They puncture it. There's not sardines
Might
floating
catch
around.
Patrick in there.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be looking for those baskets now.
Brad's looking up. I'm looking down like sardines.
But just I never got to be that close to snapping turtles before, and it was a little intimidating, but it was so amazing. I mean, we had to weigh them. We had to check if they, their gender, see if there's eggs in there, We had to see if there's parasites on them that were visual, and then just do a bunch of different measurements with them. But we found some pretty big snappers when we were in there.
You were going for snappers?
It's whatever's out there. So
just anything.
Yeah, so there's multiple different kinds of turtles out there. We just happen to only catch snappers and painted turtles that day. So
I've seen some. Yeah, I've seen some huge ones out there.
Yeah, and I just didn't realize, I guess, how pretty their colors are on their bellies. Like their shell underneath was like this like cream color with this really pretty brown, and it just was really cool to be that close to them.
Yeah,
I was very paranoid about getting bit, but my brain was like Googling the day before, like, how do I get out of this? And it was just like, and it was funny because it came in handy. The girl got her glove, but you just sprinkled water on his head and he let go.
Oh.
So it wasn't anything crazy.
A painted turtle or a
snapper?
No kidding.
Yeah, they were like, get his head wet. Yeah, it was like everything on Google was like, get his head wet. And I was like, okay, that sounds weird, but it's like, don't pull or anything. And all she did was like dip him a little and he let go.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
Will they snap you underwater?
They just did. They just kind of like sprinkled him. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, they snap. I mean, that's how they hunt, right? Is they keep their mouths open. They use their tongue as kind of like a lure.
Those are the alligator ones. Those big
alligator
big boys.
Gar.
Do these ones extend?
Oh yeah, their necks are real long.
Yeah,
but if you grab them by their butt, then the back half, they can't reach you.
Have you ever heard of the Turtle Man?
No.
On YouTube? Have you guys ever heard of the Turtle Man?
No.
I'm going to send you that video later.
Sounds like
I
immediately pictured a hippie in my head.
No, not a hippie. Well, he might be a hippie. It's the Turtle Man. I'll show you the video later off air, and then
well respected.
I will also do all of our listeners a favor, and I will put it on Blue Sky so everybody can enjoy this whole video. Dude, it is awesome. It's the Turtle Man.
Yeah, but that was just like, I don't know. It was really cool. Now, the monarch stuff I've been doing since early July, and I go through the end of September. So I go out to Eagle Marsh weekly, and that's been really amazing as well. But that's more also a little on the sad side. So like you used to see monarchs so much more. And my trail, particularly in the past years, hasn't been as prolific, but this year has been a lot better than the past years.
Nice.
So that's been really cool to like hear. Because every time I'd send a picture to our group thing, they'd be like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah, because we all share it in this like group message. Like, I found this one on my trail or whatever. And it sucks because they're on the decline, and especially the eastern ones. I believe, the west. I misspoke on that one.
That's fine. That's fine. We do drive-by, so we call it drive-by science.
Sorry, I was meant to say.
We say really dumb things.
Yeah, all the time.
They're all. Yeah. They're all on decline, but it's not the eastern ones. It's the western ones that are doing worse.
Western monarch.
Yeah, so there are two migrations. Like the western ones are the west of the Rockies, and then the eastern ones are east of the Rockies.
Really?
So. Yes. So the western ones are ones that go like Arizona, Idaho, and then they winter over in California.
Don't
winter
I hear that.
But they're like doing a lot worse than the other ones, even though they're both doing not great. But I will say,
is that because of just like I imagine if the eastern monarch is from the Rockies all the way to the East Coast, there's just more. So are they doing worse, like in general?
Population?
Their population's not as great. I think that they reached like the second lowest numbers they've had or something like that.
Fuck.
This
don't
year,
they have a short lifespan too?
I'm not sure about the.
For some reason, I was thinking it was like only a year or two.
Wow.
That's drive by science for sure.
Do all of these monarchs go to that place in Mexico that looks like my heaven?
That's the west or the eastern ones. So the eastern ones go to Mexico all the way up to Canada.
And then the western ones go to California.
Yes, the western ones are like the California ones.
Okay.
But they did say that the eastern ones doubled their population from last year.
Okay.
But it's still 80% lower than it should be or something like that.
That's a bummer.
So it's not great. But the Fish and Wildlife Service just proposed something in December, trying to get them so that they are on a list to be, they're not on the endangered list, but
what are they? What's the other than endangered?
Yeah, I have it.
Like at risk.
At risk. That sounds
Yeah,
that sounds right.
threatened is what it's called.
Threatened. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're they want them to be on the list to be threatened. And then I think they had a bunch of people send in comments about it and how they want to change it and stuff. So that just closed in May. So they're supposed to know by December if they actually are going to actually pass the proposal.
Really?
So
Boy,
and that'll
let's
change
cross our fingers.
Yeah, it'll change like a lot for the Monarchs, which needs to happen. So
I imagine there's quite the uphill. This is Congress. Who's it?
Yeah,
got passed by?
it's the endangered. The Department of the Interior.
Yeah, it's the
Okay, yeah.
Endangered Species Act is what they have to apply it.
Yeah.
Let's cross our fingers.
The monarch is kind of like the cardinal of Indiana. You know? Like that's our butterfly.
Is it?
I think so.
Is that our butterfly?
Is there a state butterfly?
Well, I
That I
don't know
don't
if it's
know.
official, but that's
Oh.
what.
I would assume there's a
everybody's-
butterfly.
I don't know. I'm curious.
Always pretty stoked. Or maybe it's just the only butterfly we know the name of.
You know, you'll be proud
Easily
of.
identifiable.
Go ahead, Brad.
Indiana's state insect is a Say's firefly,
Ooh, that's cool.
not a butterfly.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, so am I.
And to follow up real quick,
Go ahead.
monarchs do not live a year. The summer monarchs live a couple weeks, like 2 to 5
Wow.
weeks, and then the migrating, like later summer monarchs, is 6 to 9 months, like enough to do the migration.
That's insane.
That
Wait,
is insane.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just talking about how my trail, they haven't even got, like last year, she hadn't really even seen the 5 instars because there's like 5 stages of the caterpillar. And this year I've seen like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 of them and like multiple stages of caterpillars this year.
Oh, nice.
So she was like, hey, I'm glad this is actually, this trail's got something this year.
Yeah.
So that was like exciting to see. But I feel like it's still, when you go out there, you're like looking, and some weeks you don't see anything,
Yeah.
because I also count butterflies as well. And then you also have to sex them if they're male or female. But
That's
Yeah.
almost cute, like standing out there, like counting butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like you're playing right field in baseball.
hey, there's all kinds of stuff.
That's a baseball reference I get. I played right field for the longest time. It was so boring. I'd be the kid picking grass, sitting Indian style. Dude, you'll be proud of us, our family, that we got in touch here locally as a dude named Roselle Landscaping, Jay Roselle. Do you know of him?
Mm-mm.
He does all native landscaping, native plants, everything to Indiana.
Heck yeah.
So Sean, my bro, got with him. I got with him. And I will say that over the summer, we have gotten, I have seen monarchs. I've seen 5 different kinds of butterflies in my backyard over the summer. And the fireflies have come back here. Like last year, I swear to God, I probably saw 2.
I noticed a lot more. Well, I feel like this summer, the nighttime bug activity was pretty high in the area.
Oh, so it's
with
not just my
fireflies,
backyard.
Cicadas,
I saw
katydids,
fireflies too.
Oh,
crickets, all they're going nuts.
well, we're
out
doing
there.
our part here.
Yeah.
Here at the old studio
Well,
grounds.
Travis doesn't live far from you, so maybe he's getting the knock-on effect.
Yeah, she lives 4 blocks from me, so we're all just helping each
the
other
West
out.
End influencing the East End and vice versa.
Yeah, damn right. What's been the most surprising part of your volunteerism? What's kind of blown you away?
For me, I definitely would say that I'm someone that sometimes I get up and I'm like, oh, I made this commitment. I don't feel like I want to go today. And I have yet to do that. Even when I look and the temperature is supposed to be 98 degrees or something, oh, the weather's going to be gross, but I'm still excited to go. And I have yet to have a week where I didn't want to go out there and do it and just look for the caterpillars and stuff.
You're embracing the suck.
Yeah,
That's,
it's really rewarding. I think it's just when you find one, especially when you find one, you're like, yeah, and then I can't stop taking pictures of
Yeah.
it.
Which trail's your trail?
Trail 5,
That's the
That's
big one, right?
the big sunburn one. And
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. On those hot days, that's the hottest trail
Yeah.
to be on.
Grueling.
yeah, the
Is that
first
the one all the way in the back?
No, it's the raised one.
Oh, that
the
is
best
grueling.
bird watching one.
Yes,
That's what I was
it
told.
is.
Yeah.
But
Well, just because you're above, you kind of
yeah.
boom.
Yeah,
straight
and
down
I
into
made the mistake of forgetting my water the first time I did that. And then I was like, never again.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a
Do you have a hydration pack? Have you ever thought of that?
I just bring a gallon jug with me every time I go. It's got like a strap to it.
Oh, that works.
You ever get lost out there and have to survive for a little while?
Definitely not.
I mean, I
if I
almost
get
did a
lost
couple
out
times.
there on just my trail, that would be embarrassing if I got lost on my trail.
I've been out there a couple times where I was like, man, I just want to keep going. And then you get far out there and you're like, damn, dude, I'm not going to get back before it gets dark. That's for sure. Because it just keeps going.
Breaking the rules.
Well, and one thing I guess.
Well, I always make it back.
One thing I guess that surprises me though is like, I guess I never really realized how many things just hang out on milkweed plants either. And so I'll just be like flipping over leaves looking for caterpillars. I'm like, oh, there's a praying mantis. Hello. Or, you know, I saw a golden tortoise beetle. That was like the wildest thing I've ever seen.
You sent me a photo of that.
I was like,
right?
this is so cool. It's like shiny gold.
It looks
Is that
like
metallic?
Yeah.
Looks like the beetles from The Mummy.
Yeah, like they should, like they're from Egypt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like all the different other
scarab,
things.
I think
Yeah.
they call it.
Scarab.
Yeah,
Nice.
There
Nice.
you go.
Good job.
Couldn't wait to pull that one out.
You've been just waiting weeks for
49
that.
episodes.
The funny thing is though, like I do have ADHD, so I get distracted as heck. So I'll like check my plant and all of a sudden, oh, that bird's cool. Oh, that snail. Look, there's a snail. And I'm like taking a million pictures and the next thing I know, it's like 3 hours later. I'm like, oops.
That happens to me. I had to start keeping like doing an actual workout on my watch so I could see like, oh shit, I've been out here for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I need to get back.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I'm supposed to do it for an hour for the monarch part. It's an hour or 30 plants. And so it's like, well, I set a timer for an hour, but sometimes I have people stop me and ask me questions or things like that. So it's kind of a loose hour, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that really kind of makes you the perfect person to be an observer, you know, volunteering for a conservation, organization. Like somebody that just their attention span is just like, saw that. I've seen everything, you know?
There's a reason I'm called Eagle Eye Augustyniak at work.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Augustyniak.
No, Eagle Eye is where I was getting excited. Not the pronunciation.
Yeah, you're like, she said it right.
I said my last name correct.
Just totally missed the fact that she called herself Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
That's
Well, she said
badass.
her name with such great clarity. I
Yeah.
think I finally understood it.
She spelled it
shoot.
right with her language. That's awesome, dude. Eagle Eye, let's go.
Yep.
You're the one that they send out. They're like, we need to investigate these 5 different species of they send you out for squirrels, frogs, turtles, birds, spiders, all the same day. And you find them all.
I probably would because I think that I found all of that one of the last times I went.
Boom, Eagle Eye.
Do you bring any magnification with you?
I did the first week, but then I really don't like carrying things. So, and you can't you can't really have that hanging out, start burning through stuff. So I did the first week when they were or first couple weeks when they were a lot smaller, because they're, different levels of instar for the monarch caterpillars. And so, I just, just to make sure I could see them a little better, but I don't anymore.
Oh, gosh.
I tell you, I've been looking and I haven't found any. I really want to find one. Yeah.
I'll tell you where they're
got
at
the
trail
eagle eye,
wise.
buddy.
Yeah, you'll get there, kid.
Is there like a honey hole trail?
I noticed when I was seed collecting, when doing another volunteer thing, they were by that trail that lies right by the barn along the pond.
Mm-hmm.
We saw like 5 of them on one plant.
Nice.
I was like, this is a crazy trail. Look at all these. There were just tons of them on that
Did
one.
we see them or did you as Eagle Eye see them?
I actually wasn't the one that pointed them out at first.
Okay.
So yeah, someone else saw them.
Eagle Eye and
We also
Cyclist.
saw a
Eagle Eye
hummingbird
and
moth.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is a side piece. That's for sure. I didn't mean to say it like that. Hawkeye's kind of like,
I had to stop
they
it.
tried a spin-off show with Hawkeye. It
Okay.
didn't really work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the comics are definitely better.
Yes, they
Jeremy
are.
Renner needed a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he went through it. What's the most memorable? I'm more curious, not just. Well, actually, before I get into this question, you've been sending Brad and I photos of some of your what I would like to call amateur macro photography, and we had a gentleman on, Trevor, that is also becoming quite the macro photographer, and Brad is our resident bird photographer. So I'm curious, like now that you just got your new phone, you got macro.
Oh, I can't wait to use that tomorrow.
Yeah. Is this just are you finding a new path into nature here with your macro photography?
I've always liked taking pictures of small things, and now that I have capabilities, at least with my phone, and then I get really excited when I get a good picture, and then I spam my mother because that's who gets all my pictures.
Yeah.
But because she also nerds out over monarch stuff and nature stuff as well. But yeah, I really enjoy taking pictures of small things, or when I find something that's really small and I'm able to get like a good picture of it.
Anything that's out there that not just butterflies, or you would, like, if you found a little tiny mushroom or something.
Oh yeah,
you
for
take a
sure.
picture of
Yeah,
that?
for sure.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, it's like, I don't know, a lot of people don't spend enough time looking down, I think. Like the other day I was on the main path and I saw this huge snail. Like people were walking by and I'm like, look at this snail. It was when we were out doing seed stuff and I was like, there's a snail. Everybody look at it. It's so cool. But I like I guess more of the creepy crawlies and the frogs and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And you said you saw a hummingbird moth.
Yeah.
I cut you off when you said that.
Yeah, it was, I've never seen one before and it was
Travis
amazing.
just brought that
Oh,
up.
no kidding. You did see a hummingbird moth.
Yeah, it was on the path again by the barn where all the monarch caterpillars
Yeah. Could you hear it?
are. No, there was a lot of people with us. So
Everybody shut up.
there was the photographer. Yeah. Yeah, there's the photographer there that's out there a lot. He was out there taking a picture and he pointed it out to us. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I learned about that because it was just this little documentary about animals that are completely different species, but that evolve the same characteristics to adapt to that environment.
Wow, I would like to watch
And
that.
so, yeah,
That sounds
that's how the hummingbird.
What was the
moth
name of
came
it?
about. I can't. That's a tough one.
Bummer.
Kind of
Yeah,
crazy
I'll
though.
figure it out.
Okay.
Different pollinators do different things. Like some of them straight up just poke a hole at the base of the stem of the flower and just cheat and suck it out the bottom. So
That'd be Brad.
What?
Just find a way to get it before anybody else.
What the hell?
But yeah, if you ever want to learn more about that kind of stuff, Purdue does single classes where you can learn about pollinator gardens or pollinator gardens for birds, or how to make your garden a certain way where you attract the right things. It's cool because certain wasps will lay their eggs on those tomato caterpillars that nobody wants. The tomato caterpillars.
Yeah.
Well, there's a wasp that lays its babies on those. And it kills those caterpillars. So if you plant this certain type of flower, you can get this wasp. So it's just you can make this whole ecosystem in your backyard that just runs itself, and you don't have to use any of the garbage that people put on their plants.
Yeah, every
Nice.
year when my mom plants her garden, all the plants are in very specific spots, and she'll also do a nice thing of flowers next to all the vegetables.
Are they
and stuff,
marigolds?
and it's like a variety of stuff. I know she'll let milkweed grow and stuff like that to attract monarchs,
Cool.
and just because
Just a self-sustaining garden at that point.
sometimes.
You know what's funny? We were just at our fantasy football draft, and Travis was talking about how they go out in their fields and pull milkweed, and everybody made fun of me because I knew, I said that. I was like, you pull all the milkweed?
Really?
But it was funny because they're like, I was like, that's what all the monarchs grow on, and you're pulling milkweed? And Travis is like, well, the crop's got to grow or something. But then everybody started making fun of me because I knew monarchs grew on milkweed. I was like, what the fuck?
Tell those nerds to shut up.
But milkweed is one of those things that once it starts growing, it grows a lot. This year, I'd never seen mine. It's up to my shoulder.
They grow so fast.
Yeah. And it sprouts. I think it sprouts a certain way, so where it just keeps growing and growing and growing,
It's like asparagus.
And
which is great though. So.
Yeah, it's
but not
so
for farmers.
thin. It's easy you can just snap it off at its base, and you immediately know why it's called milkweed.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just drips that. It's just like milk. It's opaque and white.
I'm pretty sure that's the one too, where if you let it dry and then you crack it open once it's dry, you can make thread out of the insides.
Oh, wow.
That's
Cool.
drive-by science, but I'm pretty sure.
Hell
Clack,
yeah.
clack, clack,
Oh,
clack,
that's
clack.
some good drive-by science. I like it.
Drive-by science.
Next time I see some milkweed, I'm
Let
going
it
to
dry
try
out.
it.
Yeah.
Doing no research, of course.
No.
of course.
Travis is going to come over here in his shirt that he
Made a cut off.
yeah, it's like a crop. It's like a crop top.
I didn't have enough milkweed.
Because you previously picked all of it. What's been your most memorable wildlife encounter? Or I guess like moment in the field too, that would work. Something just super exciting.
Honestly, I think working with the snapping turtles and getting like up close to a turtle and just like handling them all day was something that I didn't expect. After I left, even though I was there for 9 hours, I left and I was like, that was amazing. Because like
Nice.
getting up close to a giant snapping turtle was, I don't know, it was just really cool. And then like we go to set them down, which by the way, I don't know if you know, you're supposed to set them by the water, not in the water, because they have this moment where they like can freak out a little bit, and so they can actually drown if you just put them directly in the
Oh,
water after you
dang.
handle them. But
It's
you
too
gotta
cold.
you set them down next. You set them down next to the water, and then they just slowly mosey back in. I don't know. It was just like really rewarding, I guess.
Do they make a sound when they're like upset? Like
I don't.
like a hissing or anything?
No, they just try to bite you a lot.
Damn.
We have this. This is gonna sound ridiculous. We have this plunger that we just gently kind of put over their mouth. Like
Oh.
they could still breathe and stuff. It just like
Yeah.
they can't bite through the rubber. So while we were like, because we literally had to measure the shell on the outside twice, or on the top twice, and then on the inside, and like feel around for eggs and stuff. So you don't lose a finger. We had to keep their head covered.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
they were strong. Like it took two of us to hold down while the other one did the measurements. It was
Dang.
really cool though.
Nice.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna get to see a snapping turtle up close like that without help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just knowing like you're contributing to like the data for the marsh and like what the turtles are doing and how many are there.
How many people were out there doing this study with you?
There was only 3 of us that day. So and I think it was normally there was like 4 or 5 of them sometimes, and then the biologist for the actual biologist would come out and check in the morning to make sure everything was good, and then it was the intern that was running it that kind of ran the show. But
Nice.
there was only 3 of us when I did it.
It's cool. It's almost like, I guess, birding in a way. Just except with turtles, but you actually get to catch them
Mhm.
and see them up close and analyze them. And
I was just really glad I didn't fall with the waders on. I never worn waders in my life, and like going out into the pond and you don't see what's on the bottom. There's so many like logs
yeah.
and stuff down there, and I was like, I am the clumsiest person I know. I was like, if I don't go under today, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket.
Miracle. That's awesome. I don't know if I would. I've seen snapping turtles, like obviously like in the zoo and those things, but I don't know
I think
if I've ever seen like up close.
they're hard
Yeah,
to
not at
miss in Indiana because they're freaking gigantic turtles, and there's no other turtles that are that freaking big.
Well, though, they also, with snapping turtles, they kind of hang out a little towards the top of the water, and they get this like algae built up on their shell. So they're kind of harder to see when they're in the water because they actually blend in really well. Whereas the painted turtles, they're black, so the tops are, well, some of ours are like this pretty maroon color
Yeah.
too, but they're kind of hard to see too because the water's darker.
I think I've seen them mostly like crossing a road and like out on a more country road where there's water or ponds around.
Snappers?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then golf courses, oddly enough.
I bet that's
Yeah.
prime
Yeah.
fixins for a
Well, I guess
snapper.
not oddly. You always see reptiles on the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I saw a fox running
Okay.
across the fairway.
How big you reckon it was?
Oh,
Fox size.
fox size.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last time we talked about foxes on this podcast, Travi was trying to figure out the size
Yeah.
of
This one was bigger than a Sierra Nevada red fox.
Okay.
it. Oh, nice. That was fun. Dude. Because I was in my mind, I was trying to think of what name that was, and I couldn't fucking think of it. Sierra Nevada Red Fox. Sweet. All right, you ready for the next question?
I hope that was it.
Dude, I line these up, so I just get excited. And when my brain starts flowing of things I want to ask you, I kind of end up taking over these interviews.
Do what he says or he's going to get grumpy.
Yeah, or I'll sick a snapper on you.
I know how to get out of it now, so.
Yeah, that's not even a threat anymore because you're just like, sprinkle, and it's like, done.
Yeah, it was literally, everything was like sprinkle water on it. And I was like, how did that work?
I've seen like probably 400 snapper turtle videos in my life of people getting bit on like the nipple or whatever on a snapping turtle. And not one time has any of these people that are around snappers in any of those videos been like, oh, they just sprinkle water on it.
Yeah, and like you're not supposed to pull because it will still like,
it's
yeah,
like, no.
you just let it do its thing and you get it wet of some sort. It's like all I found, and it totally works. So
that's gonna be one of the things I take from this episode forever.
It's
Yeah,
probably
we
rest
gotta
of my
go
life.
find a snapping turtle and
And
try
let
this.
you get bit, and then I'll sprinkle water on
I
it.
cannot wait to yell, just sprinkle water on his head.
And then everybody stops and looks at Travis. What the
then you
what
get to
the hell?
What the fuck are you doing? Stop looking at me.
And then you have your walkout moment after that person's finger is saved. You do the Brad where everybody's like, that fucking guy. Who was that? He's our turtle hero.
He's the turtle man on YouTube.
Turtle man,
No, you are not the turtle man. I'll show you guys the turtle man. Okay, so when I guess my next question would be, and I want to ask these kind of larger, broad questions just because I've had my moments in my life out in nature. So that's kind of why I'm getting to these. Is my question is, have you had a moment yet where you now know that you're making some sort of a difference? Do you understand? Do you guys understand my question?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I would think with like the monarch, as we were talking before a little bit about how they're on the decline, and just collecting that kind of data to see where we're at and whether it's going up or down, because that I think in the end will just help things like their proposal to make them on the list so that we can protect them a little more, because they're not endangered now, but you don't want to get to that point and then try to help them. And so with all of our data collecting of, I saw this many this day and for the whole season, kind of how many are here this year versus the years before. Is it going up? Is it going down? And like contributing to that is, I think, a big deal.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. I mean, because anymore you hear all kinds about, at least in our circle, you hear stories all the time about the monarch butterfly or the butterfly in general and how the numbers are dwindling and those sorts of things. And it's nice. Yet again, I was so excited to have you on because it felt like we were getting kind of the boots on the ground lady. And not only that, you're working with monarchs and you're excited by it.
Yeah. And, next year, though, I was going to sign up. There's Michigan Butterfly Network also has a volunteer program at Eagle Marsh where you're just doing other butterflies, too.
Yeah.
So it's not just monarchs, and you're not looking for the caterpillars. You're just looking strictly for butterflies. So you're just out there around looking for pretty little butterflies and writing down what you see. So like there's all kinds of things that, you're doing this data and you're contributing to a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Do you ever run across other volunteers that don't want to be there? They're just grumpy bitches.
I actually prefer to volunteer alone most of the time.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah.
I really actually enjoy volunteering alone because I feel like it's my, my inner peace time. But the times I volunteered for like seed cleaning or collecting seeds at Eagle Marsh, everybody's just excited to be there and they think it's kind of fun. But I mean, they even have things for people like they have something called volunteering where they go to the brewery and they
sounds like a bad idea.
they go to the brewery and they like do the seed cleaning there instead, or plant the native species in a pot, or like mix together the
so
seeds.
You're doing it at the brewery.
Yeah,
you're not drinking beer while doing it.
No, I mean people are drinking beer while they're doing it, but it's the brewery hosts them. So they go to the brewery and then they do their volunteering while they're at the brewery.
That's really cool. I never would have put two and two together.
Yeah, so those for like more social people. I just really enjoy being in nature alone. So
Yeah.
Heard that.
You're not really, I don't think, in nature at the brewery.
No,
No,
but
but
she's
you're-
talking like doing like that you have the you have the people that are out at Eagle Marsh. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
And then you have the
I'm
second
just-
side of that where it's
The social side.
the social
So
side.
there is a social
Oh, okay.
side. So like the volunteering, you're doing important stuff too. So yeah, you're the native species we have out at the marsh. Well, a couple weeks ago I did the seed collecting. So we were taking the plants and taking a third of the plant seeds, and then later they will do the seed cleaning where they're removing the seeds, and then they mix them back together in certain ways, or they put them back out to the marsh, or they do they give them away at some of the events that they do, so people can take native species home with them to plant in their house.
That's a really good idea, is because I think I could name probably a dozen people that would say no to coming out to volunteer, out in the woods, but they would say yes if I said there's beer and we'll be inside.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. That's part of the thing. Yeah, is like they get the people who want to be social and maybe have a beer or two while doing something important.
No, I think that's wonderful. That's
Yeah,
how you got to
that's a
market.
great
That's how you
idea.
keep getting more and more volunteers. Get it out there, dude. The accessibility to it.
And you got the hardcore people that come for the weed wrangles, where they're just there to tear out the bad invasive species. And
They're the ones in the Slipknot T-shirt that show up and are like, "Let's get metal."
I can
they're like,
understand.
I'm gonna cut their stick.
Yeah, let's
Bring
do
a
this.
scythe.
I've had weed rage before. I've destroyed a pasture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. Brad yelled at you and then got made fun of for it.
Because there is that side too where you're, you got the social side or even just the teaching side, because Fox Island has those opportunities where you're helping teaching children, or I guess Eagle Marsh does too, or even they have like senior times there where they have elderly people come out and they do different trail walks or different learning things about frogs or something that day. So you're also teaching the youth or the older people how to, what nature's about and what we should be doing.
And I want to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's that really brings it home for me, because we've interviewed these people like you, and it's always like one of kind of the things we like to dive into, or we end up diving into, is kind of the accessibility side of conservation and how you have to get people out there in any way you possibly can, because the more people you get out there, the more people experience it, and then the more people give a shit about it.
Yep.
So I think that's right on par with kind of everything I've been experiencing these last few weeks. It's just, you got to get people out there, no matter what age and how young. Just get them out there, and then it's just amazing
That's our mission.
fast you fall in love with
That's our
it.
mission
though.
statement, right?
Yeah,
That's why we're
that's right.
recording.
That's right. That's our prerogative. That's right.
You said getting the elderly out there. When I'm at Eagle Marsh, there's a nursing home that overlooks Eagle Marsh, and there's balconies and stuff on the back of it. And I always think that's where I want to end up.
Yeah.
I can just set my camera out there on a tripod, sit there and take photos from the balcony.
It's super good for
when
you,
your knees
though.
are too
Yeah.
busted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Eagle
there's
Marsh
like
community homes.
there's like proof out there that even just looking at nature is good for your brain.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, to your guys' point about being out there too long, or you recognize like, oh shit, I've been out here 4 hours. I think that's probably like your body just saying, let's be out here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's keep doing this, dude. And then I think we come from a backpacking background, and it's amazing just how little time you can spend out there and just feel like so much better. Like you come back home and you're like, oh, I fucking love everything.
Right. And
Yeah.
I think it's, you're definitely putting your
Just
your
crossed
body
an
through
hour.
a challenge, but I think you're giving your
1 hour.
brain a break while you're out there.
Oh yeah.
Because, all you have to focus on is the next step of
Yep.
wherever you're going. And that's it. You don't have all these wires and all this bullshit and all these screens and everything and work and, other people asking for things or,
Totally.
Oh man, people
Ceasing
asking for
your
this.
Brad
That's one
hates it.
thing though, I will say. I've had a a lot of people will be like, what are you doing? While I'm like out there, because I'm like, squatted down, flipping over leaves and stuff. And I was like, I need to start wearing my name tag because people are like, what is this person doing? But
Wait, you don't wear your awesome name tag?
I forgot I had it until
wear
like
it
the
to
other day.
work.
And I was like, oh, I should totally wear that because I don't have any Eagle Marsh swag or anything. So it just looks like some random person out there being like, what's under here? Which I feel like, there's other opportunities there too. Like they have a nest watch for baby birds, right? And so these people are getting in the bird boxes and looking around, and we don't have any labels and stuff on us, so it's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, if I saw somebody doing, I'd be like, hey, mister, hey, you get out.
Yeah, it's like they always are stopping and curious. Like I have had twice now where someone has just followed me down the path with me, looking like excited, like. They're like, wait, what are you looking for? What does it look like? And then they just get like super excited to help me look for them, even though it's like I'm assigned to the left side. But all of a sudden they're like, I want to see if I can find any on this side. And so just like people in general being like, oh, that's they only are on milkweed. Well, I'm going to take a picture so I can plant this at my house. And just like the people that ask me questions and stuff, it's like they're taking that home with them and then hopefully planting that milkweed and those pollinator plants. And, building up their gardens so that we can continue to have those pollinators that we need.
I mean, that to me is knowing that you're making a difference. Mm-hmm. Like the second that happens, you have to sit back and be like, damn, dude, that's the ticket.
You got to wear that name tag.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta
should.
put that on.
Wear it on your back, too, so when you're crunched over, people just be like, oh, shit, man.
And wear a nice pair of khakis, tuck in your shirt, collared shirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
Name
I don't
tag.
know. Have you been on that trail when it's 98 degrees?
No, yes, I have, and it's
Moisture
hot.
wicking, collared shirt.
Yeah, that's true. Nike Golf.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of mentioned this because of all these people coming up to you, but I'm curious yet again as to your volunteer work. How do you think that has changed your relationship? And I guess this is a two-parter, but I'll just stick with one right now. How do you think it's changed your relationship with nature?
I feel like I'm even more curious than I was before. Like I've always been curious and wondering what's what and what's around me. But now doing the monarch stuff every week, just realizing how many different insects and things that are on these plants that I didn't notice before. And like finding all these things that I didn't see before because I was, just looking a certain direction, or maybe I was not paying as much attention. But now that I'm like physically looking, I'm like, holy cow, I saw a freaking praying mantis that was stone colored the other day. It was like gravel colors. It wasn't green. It was like different colors that I wouldn't even spot it because it was next to this like brownish gray kind of rotting piece of the milkweed, right? And so when I flipped the leaf over, I didn't see it right. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a praying mantis. It just like blended right in. And it's like things like that I didn't see before. So now I just feel like I just want to look at everything even closer all the time. Like I said, I like to look down and at insects, but now I'm like, I can find even more.
Yeah.
I think Trevor alluded to that out at the Nature Conservancy. He said the more like I look around and see things, the more I want to learn. And even like just those individual things, there's more to learn about it than you have time for freaking anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just goes on and on forever.
Right, because like I'm just looking at milkweed plants, and the amount of different insects I found on milkweed plants is wild. Like I'm like, what are you? And so then I'm taking pictures, and I'm like, using the Google lens or whatever, and I'm like, what is this? This is so cool.
What are you doing? How are you part of the food chain?
Yeah, like this year, like I think it's milkweed beetles. Like they lay their like whatever their eggs, and there's just like a ton of them on one little spot, and they're so cute. They're these tiny little red bugs, and they're just like all over this one little spot, and I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. I've never seen that before.
Talking about
Little legs
the
are just
little
piping.
no-see-ums?
I don't want to talk about those.
Okay. We
I'm
won't.
just kidding.
You're
We'll
giving
stop right there.
Augie PTSD right now, Travi. If you could just lay off.
Have you ever
that.
have you ever been bit by them things?
Are those the chiggers? Do they call them that
They're
too?
different.
They're different.
different?
No, I went to a wedding in the woods one time, and they got like every inch of my body. Apparently,
Boy, that sucks.
it was
Oof.
no
And
CMs or no joke.
Yeah, you usually
What are
don't
they-
even know.
What are those?
They're like gnats.
They're almost small. Are they smaller than that?
I think they're smaller
Are
than
they just little
gnats.
bites?
Yeah, but
all
if
over.
you itch them, then they get worse.
Ah, damn it.
Like every bite.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
thing to do is itch.
So nice. So,
What the?
I don't even know about that.
although it is
You
euphoric.
guys don't like to itch
Yeah,
or
when
I
you-
think-
bug
when
bite?
you
I
get-
think you guys need to get him some lotion.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs some lotion. Get
It's
him
not
some.
dry skin.
And I don't think he's saying he likes to itch. I just think he's saying euphoria when he is
Oh,
itching.
like when you get a
Gotcha.
mosquito bite and you're just
Yeah,
like
that's good.
scratching the crap out of
I
it.
got stung
Yeah.
by a bee on the bottom of my foot one time. Because I at my boss's house.
Yeah.
Because I dropped my phone in the pond and I was looking for it.
This story just
They just keep layers. There's
So,
layers.
where's the
Anyway,
bee
didn't
come
find
in?
the phone, but I got out of the pond and
Okay.
I was walking around to the other side and I stepped on a bee and got a good sting. And like a week later, just itching that thing felt so freaking good.
I bet, dude. Did it
Felt
tickle a little bit?
I was gonna say it's the bottom of your foot. I would hate that.
Did you get a little
The
itchy
stung
euphoria and
sucked,
tickle?
but
Are you ticklish?
I don't know. I just really liked it. I got stung by a wasp on my arm the other day and I was itching that. It felt pretty good.
Are you just walking into these things on purpose?
I
I
know.
really need that scratch.
Were you going to the other side of the pond to see if your phone was on that
I'm a rock
side?
pounder, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Always be rock hounded.
I'll always be hounded.
So, not just nature, then. I want to take it to the other side because this is the part that I'm curious about for you because you seem so bubbly about it. You seem so curious into it. You're just excited. Like, your excitement for this kind of stuff is enthusiastic to me. Like, it gets me excited. So, I want to know, how has this path into nature shaped your relationship in the community or with the community?
Oof.
Yeah. And I know you like doing these things alone and things like that.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I do think though the interactions I had, I am alone, but like I was saying before, the interactions when I've had people around, some of those people that I interacted with aren't even from the state. They just stopped by randomly,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden they're taking that with them. And I think that interacting with those people and getting them excited has been really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're like a Hoosier State representative.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, there are things you can do too that are more, if you can't get out particularly like that too. I mean, NASA alone has like an app that you can do for citizen science stuff. So like, if you want to do more community stuff, say you're in the city, there's all kinds of stuff you can do there too
Yeah.
to help your community. Like there's like ones of just counting squirrels in your
Yeah.
backyard.
And, like,
There's-
there's bird counts throughout
There's-
the year.
Yeah.
Like nationwide bird
Take part,
counts.
y'all.
But community wise, it's just like, I don't know, feeling like getting the knowledge out there. And so I might, people I know or people I don't know when I'm doing stuff might get sick of me talking about it. Like my neighbor, she doesn't, what was it? There was something that was kind of encroaching onto her side a little. And I was like, but it's for the pollinators. And I had, I convinced her that, it's fine,
Shout out neighbor, dude. That's
All right.
keeping the pollinators.
So like they come to my yard for, the milkweed and then they, go over to hers, but to snack later when they become butterflies.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to, tell people and hope that they have some kind of compassion about their lawn not being garbage. Like
Yeah.
my one neighbor was one of those people that just had to rake every single leaf, right? And I'm just nope, I'm leaving it, just spread the leaf litter around and, call it good.
Yep.
Well, this year I had tons of fireflies. Like, if you do that, your fireflies are on. So, like, just being like, hey, if you leave those, it's way better.
Yeah.
So they, some people don't want to hear it, but I'm going to still keep saying that.
I mean, it totally makes sense. Naturally, the leaves just fall to the ground and they become part of
Yeah.
the dirt and things like to
Necromass is
get-
what it's called.
Yeah.
Necromass.
Yeah.
And bugs love being underneath that
Yeah.
shit.
And when it comes around, put that stuff in your garden bed, man. That's a good base for your garden.
It is.
So,
Yeah, it is.
All those important insects are in there. So
Yeah, it is.
community wise, I don't know. I just try to get people to, you can do a lot in your backyard, no matter how small it is. And just try to get people to think about that stuff.
Well, before you get into this, then
You laughing over there?
The face he was making too.
yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
It's okay. It's okay, Brad. You can
Patrick
laugh
is
at me.
stoked about this shit.
Dude, I
feel
am
like-
stoked about this shit. I'm enjoying learning this. I learned necromance. I learned
Necromance.
that Mats?
Necromance.
What's necromancy?
That's when you're able to raise the dead.
Oh, dude, well, guess what, bros? I just learned that too.
Just like necromance.
Then I did learn necromance. I learned necromass. I've learned that you get a snapper turtle off by sprinkling water on it. I mean, I've learned all
The way
kinds
you
of
said
shit, dude. I'm just psyched. I'm psyched about this. It just, my curiosity is never ending, and getting to talk with people like Augie is just fucking mind blowing. Get on my level, buttholes.
Hey,
totally there.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
you are.
I'm
All right,
totally
you're
with
there.
you.
All
It's
right.
not speaking Louisiana or whatever you
Dude,
do.
I'm getting psyched. I don't know, man. I'm hitting those pitches, dude. I'm hitting those pitches.
He's becoming the turtle man.
Oh, you don't. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You're close, bro. You're close. So, I did want to stop you
What
though.
does that mean?
Before you got into your thing, your little spiel
shit.
there, because my next question, and this is kind of the question we asked to everybody. We're going to start closing it up a little bit. But this is the moment in time where I want to give you the floor to kind of speak to all of our listeners in terms of kind of what advice, what's that motivational speech that you have, or that advice that you have, that if you could talk with these people just to get them out there, to get them going. Give some advice.
So you can do all kinds of volunteering, and it doesn't mean you have to actually go boots on the ground. You can do it in your backyard. Like if you go on like citizen science programs, for example, they have one that's just urban trees, and they want to see what trees you have around you in the city, and if it's shrinking or if it's growing, like if they're, removing more. I mean, like I said a second ago, there's one that is squirrels. Like literally you just count how many squirrels you see. Like simple things like that, without even having to like leave your house if you wanted to. Now, if you do want to get out there, you're going to be completely amazed.
Yeah.
And you're going to find things you never saw before, or you never felt before, or it might be gross. You might be hot and sweaty, or getting in the pond at Eagle Marsh, which, is kind of squishy as it is.
Yeah, those are some dark watered ponds.
Yeah, they're really
waters.
dark, but it's so rewarding. And being in nature in general is just good for your brain. It is just proven to be good for your brain. And even if you spend even a couple minutes out there and just like enjoy it, but there's so many things you can do, even if it's just your backyard.
Yeah.
Like the iNaturalist, you talked about that a little
Yeah.
bit ago. There's different things, groups that you can join on there, like the fungus one, or there's one that's for amphibians and stuff, which I guess I didn't like. I am a part of one that I go by myself as well, which is Frog Watch USA, where I just go listen for frogs at nighttime and then say, I heard this frog and it was this loud.
Is there an app? Frog app?
I don't know.
Because
Like a
I'm that
frog
nerd that has
melon.
them all the sounds downloaded on my phone. So I don't.
well, Debbie's got an empty pool in her backyard that, well, it's not quite empty. It's perfect for frogs.
Hmm.
And just we hear them croaking, or we did. They're gone now, but we've heard them croaking loudly every night, and it's actually kind of like meditative.
Hmm.
But just we could never figure out what kind of frogs they were.
Well, there's
And I
only
wish there
like
was a bird app instead of a
13
frog app
species. There's only like 13 species in
in
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah. So 2 of them are toads, and then the rest are all frogs.
Brown tree frog,
There's a tree frog.
bullfrog.
There's bullfrog. There's the spring
else?
keeper.
Oh, yeah.
There's
the peepers. Those things are.
so
Oof.
loud.
Yeah.
Northern leopard frogs. What does it sound like? Your frog.
Ribbit.
Oh, I couldn't.
Do it,
Ribbit.
Travi.
Ribbit, yeah. They're just those. I don't know.
It's so funny 'cause,
it's
like-
the croakers in the pond, but they're not like the what's the ones that are like.
That's good, but I have no idea.
Sheep.
What?
Sheepfrog.
I don't know.
No.
I'm wondering if that's the. Okay, there's a bunch of them, and they all have a certain sound to them.
Oh, I know.
I have them
that.
all on my phone. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just play all her sounds until it comes to like a lineup.
I used to think katydids were tree frogs, but I was totally wrong.
They're like green, right? Like green.
Well, not visually, just audio.
I have like a list when I go out for the frog watch where to like correlate what they sound like, because it's like when you can't play sounds while you're out there, it's because it would mess them up or whatever. And so they all have like a little like thing by it, like, oh, marbles clicking together, or like a rubber band noise. And there was one that I just like couldn't get, and I was like, it sounds like a loud fart on a plastic chair. So
Was it that one?
Immediately, I'm like, oh, dude, I know that sound.
Splat.
So, but
I think you're talking diarrhea.
But like, yeah, there's so many things you can get out and do, and like you don't even have to leave your house if you don't want to.
Yeah, that's amazing. You could still take part in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Still do your due diligence and right from the comforts of your own couch, which
And
we love.
I
You
mean,
can
heck,
design
you can even like, if you want to go as basic as just picking up trash.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, there's been times I've seen like a chipmunk with a bag on its head or something. Like, you know, you got to pick up your trash. So even if you just go walk around your neighborhood and pick up trash, that's helping out.
Yeah, it's awesome. Agreed.
Clean up your shit.
Yeah.
All right,
clean
last
up
section
your
I
shit.
have. This is more of a rapid fire section.
Oh,
I
God.
kind of wanted to play a little game.
Little rat-a-tat-tat.
Little rat-a-tat-tat. I have 4 questions.
Points?
And I just no points, no nothing.
How much time
Go
does she
straight to
have?
competition? I just
10 seconds?
So don't comment on it. We
5
can
seconds.
comment afterwards, but it's just as quick as she can answer.
Okay.
That's how fast we're gonna
Oh,
go
so
through.
gosh.
we have to shut up.
Dad's getting upset at us.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But Brad wants me to score points for you. So because Brad's gonna be like, well, I thought I got 3 of those right.
Well, he
so
just
I'm
got
better.
crushed. He got crushed.
Yeah.
He's thirsty.
Yeah, he's
for-
thirsty,
yeah.
dude. Yeah. All right, rapid fire section. What is the favorite animal that you have worked with?
That would be the snapping turtle.
Dream location to volunteer.
Probably one of the, what is it? The other country ones. There's one in, was it Sand Cobb, maybe in Africa, where you go and you help with African penguins.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
That just
Okay.
piqued my interest. Now we're going to be in Africa.
Wasn't
Okay.
expecting that.
Sorry, I'm not a conservation tool that you cannot live without.
That would probably be my phone, and that's only because of pictures.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's like sometimes it just identifies stuff I don't know.
Okay, and
If
then
you had a fancy camera, sorry.
that's okay. We can
It'd be
comment
a
afterwards. What?
Just camera. It's a
Oh,
camera.
Just camera.
Camera,
Okay.
okay.
Last one. What's one word to describe how nature makes you feel?
Happy.
Happy. Okay. Now you guys can
Nice.
comment on anything.
That was just so rapid.
That was rapid fire.
I'm sweating.
Hard for me
so
to gather
fast.
my
I'm
thoughts.
sweating.
That's how I felt last night at movie trivia. Just like, I don't know even know fucking with shit. I'm out here, dude.
I kind of threw out, well, if you had like a nice camera,
Yeah.
that would be your only tool.
All right. So so far, that's been my notepad. It's been I used to take like a clipboard and all that stuff with me and like a magnifying glass, but then my phone has a 20 times zoom. Like I don't have to get that close. I can, take my notes and like I saw this size of a caterpillar, or I can use Google Lens and it'll search, what is this, or come close to it.
Yeah.
So that's been really helpful for me, especially with I'm stopping so much just to look at other things.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that? What's that? It's like that. What is it? What's this? What's this?
That's the ADHD.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I kicks in and then I want to see everything.
Yeah.
Because I end up being out there for like 3 hours and then I'm like, look at all these pictures I got.
That's when Brad and I get to see him. And it is always a treat. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie.
Is there a lot of Brocs out there? Because that would just add a whole nother level of chaos.
What?
Not a lot of
Rocks.
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 I thought you said Brocs and I was like, are you trying to say like bros? Like, what are you doing, bro?
What up, Brock?
Because Travis loves
like-
that.
Jim
Rocks.
Rose just hanging out in the woods.
No, so I'm on the top trail. My trail is the tallest trail. There isn't really much rock.
I
action.
don't think I've really seen many rocks out there at all.
because it's like, it's a marsh really. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
makes
right.
sense. Makes sense.
Hence the name.
I think that's what we had for this evening. Yeah?
I think so.
Alyssa, Augie, not going to try your last name yet again. I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you. Fucking thank you. Fartin' thank you.
Fartin', thank you.
Yeah,
no,
fartin',
thank you.
You know what?
Yeah, thank you.
I have a addendum to put up for vote.
Okay.
I think Alyssa should get a News Panther Hell Yeah Award
Oh, dude, I'm
for her
in.
volunteer work.
Okay. Boy, we do not give those out lightly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It doesn't come with a badge or anything, but
Hey.
you do get a round of applause.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, I feel cool now.
Yeah, I think we've handed like 4 of those out.
Yeah,
in
the other
48
people are way
episodes.
cooler than me.
Oh, that is
No,
not
they're
true.
not.
You're
they're not.
that's the thing I love is it's just enthusiastic. You just bring this aura of just like yeah. You know?
It's just a lot of fun, and I enjoy it.
Well, we enjoy it for you.
And
with you.
you're doing a lot
Sure.
of really good things out there when you're doing it. So
Damn right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Travi, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Hey, this is the Busted Knees and Pretty Trees podcast. Hit us up at bustedpretty.com or on Blue Sky at Busted Pretty.
There we
Is
go.
that right?
Something like that.
But,
Sayonara, y'all.
Alyssa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody else, thank you for listening. And keep on sauntering.
go volunteer.
Yep. Bye.